Hello, I am Father Frederick Fornos, the International Director of the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network, and also the Eucharistic Youth Movement, EYM, appointed by Pope Francis. I would like to share with you about the different steps that we follow for the recreation, refoundation of the Apostleship of Prayer as Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network. First of all, I would like to remember to you that this video is for national directors and national coordinators and their teams. Is what I have already shared with you in the continental meetings. And I would like to remember to you one thing I think more important than other things. This process of recreation doesn't depend of each of us. It depends of the Lord. It's Himself that is working and pushing in this recreation. What it depends of us, of all of us, is to be close to the heart of Jesus by our prayer, the Eucharist, by the meditation of the documents of the recreation, is to look for each day to be more close to Him and to let His Holy Spirit to guide us. Is that what is important for all of us? Pray and offer each day this process of recreation in the Eucharist. If we are close to the heart of Jesus, yes, I am sure that we are going to follow His Holy Spirit, and this recreation will be what He wants for us. This process of recreation of the Apostleship of Prayer as Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network is very long, but it's normal. We are present in 98 countries in the world. More than 35 million people is praying in this network. And our youth branch, the Eucharistic Youth Movement, is present in 56 countries. More than 1,600,000 children and youth are in this network. Then it's normal. Don't worry. We need time. And also because we need time, because it's a spiritual transformation. It's a spiritual way, this process of recreation. It's a way that we need to enter step by step more deeply by prayer, by this relationship, strong relationship with Jesus. Also because we need to transform our images, languages that we have, and understanding that we have about this mission. Then we need time. We can maybe compare this process of recreation with an iceberg. An iceberg, as you know, we have a small part visible, but we know that the most important part of the iceberg is underwater, is deeply, it's biggest than the small part that is visible. It's the same for the process of recreation. We had started with the part most visible. And now, step by step, we are going more deeply in this process of recreation. It's about these steps that I would like to share with you in the next, in the few minutes that we have, even if my English is sometimes not easy. But I suppose, I hope that you are going to understand. The first step of the recreation process was in December 2014, when Pope Francis approved this process of recreation with a document called A Pathway with Jesus in Apostolic Readiness. In this document we find a spiritual way called the way of the heart. The way of the heart is the fundament of our spiritual mission. Is the fundament and the roots of this way is the spirituality of the heart of Jesus, the spirituality for the mission. It's about that we are going also to talk in the few minutes because it's about the next steps of this process of recreation. The second step for the re-foundation of the Apostleship of Prayer as Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network started in 2015. In this time, we continue with the most visible part of our mission. That's meaning find new languages, new images, the digital world, the visual world, finding new languages for sharing about our mission. And that's why in 2015 we start with a brand manual with a new name, the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network. Sure, we can continue with Apostleship of Prayer under like a subtitle. However, Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network say very clearly our mission. We are an ecclesial service of the Holy See, entrusted to the sight of Jesus. Then, with a new name in 2015, also we launch new logos for all countries in the world. New logos with keeping the diversity of our all continents, even the diversity of languages, cultures, and in the same time the communion, the ecclesial communion that we have in this network of prayer. In 2016, with the Year of the Mercy, the Jubilee of the Mercy, we continue with a visible part of our mission, the Pope's intentions. In this Year of the Mercy, it was a moment for launch the Pope video and Click to Pray about Pope's intentions, about the challenges of humanity and the mission of the Church. And that's why we launched the Pope video, an evangelization project in January 2016 for helping people and even people far from the Church to pray for the mission of the Church or to be involved in these challenges of the humanity, to know about the mission of the Church, looking for a universal language. And as we know, the video is a universal language. And we can say that this project is for evangelization. We don't need all the time to share and to speak for us Catholics. We need also to speak for the others, to find new languages, for find the way of their heart. That's why it's what we look for with the Pope video. Now, in July 2017, 1 year and a half, we have more than 18 million of visualizations only in our own networks in the Vatican. Without, it's much more when we know all the other networks and medias. We have more than 4,800 medias in the world in 9 languages sharing the Pope video. Then it's, we think, a good way today for helping people far from the Church and also Catholics to be close, praying and working for the challenges that confront humanity and the mission of the Church, close to the Pope's intentions. In March 2016, we launched Click to Pray, the platform of prayer of the Pope, the platform of prayer of the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network, and the Eucharistic Youth Movement. We presented this platform of prayer to Pope Francis in August 2015 with the centenary of the Eucharistic Youth Movement, because it's a platform for youth, for helping youth to pray for the mission of the Church. It's the goal of this platform, present in all networks, social networks. This platform today have more than 550,000 users in 5 languages: English, Spanish, French, Portuguese. Also maybe in November in Chinese and Italian. This platform of prayer was in the beginning an initiative from our national team from Portugal, and after that we make that for all countries to transform it in the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network prayer platform. In September 2017, we are going to start the 3rd step of this process of recreation, the service of the parishes, the service of the mission. Because, as you know, since the beginning, what is our goal is to help Catholics to be ready for the mission of Christ, to be available for the mission of Christ in their daily life, in their families, work, with the others, in their church, to be available to the mission of Christ. We need to look for and find again this way, and that's why we are going to launch the 3rd step of refoundation of this ecclesial service, for helping again to enter in this way and to be at the service of the parishes. It will be in September, and we have 5 projects during all this year 2017 to 2018. In 2018, in September 2018, we'll start the 4th step about the spirituality of the heart of Jesus. The spirituality for the mission is our fundament, and that's why our spiritual way is the way of the heart, a mission of compassion for the world. In 2019 will be the 170 years old anniversary of the Apostleship of Prayer as Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network. It will be a good time after these 4 years of recreation, process of recreation, for feeling where are we, and also for having a new vision of the next steps, for continue this recreation, and listening how the Spirit of God is help us. He help us and He guide us in these next steps. I would like to finish this video with 3 things. First of all, this process of recreation is long, is normal. It's because it's a spiritual way of transformation for all of us. Then it needs time. It needs the time to be each day more close to the heart of Jesus. Second, each country have to continue in its rhythm without running, step by step, and but step by step without sleeping also, but without running. We have time. It's normal. It's long, and it depends a lot of each ecclesial and cultural situation, context. And third of all, it's work with a team. We can't make this recreation process without a team. We need to work together, to pray together, to discern together with a team, with others. Only with others the Spirit of God is help us, it helps us to find the way. Then work with teams and also synergies in regional synergies with other countries, with other national teams. Thank you a lot for your attention, and sorry for my English, but if you didn't understand what I tried to say in this video, you can look for our documents in English in our website. Thank you.